All right. I think we're live right now.
Word.
All right, so give it a second. Let me tweet and let people know we're up.
Dude, those games yesterday were it hurt my skull how crazy they were. I was getting actual headaches watching Chiefs Bills.
Well, the whole thing was they'll talk about Mahomes and Allen, right? 25 points in 2 minutes, and no one will mention that there was wide open receivers. 25 points in 2 minutes, possibly the worst defensive football I've ever seen for 2 minutes.
That coverage against Kelsey was terrible on that last play.
How is he open?
Terrible.
And then on Gabriel's second to last touchdown, the corner got put on skates. It was on his ass.
I couldn't sleep yesterday that I didn't put a Gabriel TD on the friggin' plays. I had his over in yards, and he had 4 of them. I was like, oh, such stupidity by me. But
how many catches? You didn't take him, right? How many catches did Diggs even have?
I think he had 3 for 7 yards. Diggs in the previous 4 games against the Chiefs has never hit over 60 yards.
Yeah, you're at a big lead. All right, so there's already I see one here. Eastern Washington versus Idaho State. Toasty, ready to answer that?
They haven't been really playing well at home, but there's no question about it. It's on my ticket for Eastern Washington. I can't. I'm trying to find the numbers in front of me. I want to say they're like 6-1 on the road and stuff like that. It's a no-brainer for me at 5.5.
Wait. I think you said Eastern Washington is the road dog.
Mm-hmm. They're playing on the road versus Idaho State. Yeah,
got it.
And a lot of on the Portland State winner on the road, Northern Arizona winner on the road, North Dakota. Yeah. So
all right, cool. Oh, here it is. Eastern Washington minus 5.5 is what I'm seeing. All the action is on Eastern Washington.
Yeah, it's because they're 6. Here, I found it. They're 6-1 ATS their last 7 road games, and then on the other side, Idaho State, they're 1-14 straight up, 3-12 ATS against Division I opponents.
Okay, well that explains it.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Toast is muted. It's saying, wait, I hear him fine. No, because someone's saying thank you, Toast. So
nah, they're fucking with you.
Yeah, they got.
I remember that from when I used to watch videos in the day. They used to do that to the Barstool people, like, "Oh, muted."
Clown shit.
Do you like UNC tonight, Toast?
No, I told you this a couple weeks ago.
You hate UNC.
They can't stop a nosebleed if they try. I'm not saying that I'm going to get to the window taking 5 with Virginia Tech, but there is no way in hell I would lay points with North Carolina right now. So some people like them. They play a lot better at home. I get that. But for me personally, I can't do it.
Yeah, I remember you were saying they can't stop anyone, right?
Horrible on defense.
All right, let's see what else. No, I'm waiting for news on Jared Allen, Eson. The Bengals to win the Super Bowl plus 800. That's razor thin, bro. But the fact that they're in the conference championship to get that at plus 800, I mean, but no. Anyone else have a comment?
Somebody's asking about Weber State, the lock of the night. Are you crazy? You're not crazy. I don't know. I don't want to say it's the lock of the night, but I will tell you what I like about it. Weber State's probably the best defense in the conference, so you're going to get the best defense in the conference plus points. They haven't played that well of a schedule, but it is what it is. You play who's in front of you. It should be a close game. Free throws, guys. Weber State, number 81 in the country, shooting at the charity stripe. Southern Utah, number 284. So, yeah, I'd take the points with Weber State.
He likes Weber State. I don't know who Weber State is.
Damian Lillard went there.
Oh, did he really?
He did.
All right, the Bulls. All right. So for that game, I'm going sharp. I'm taking Oklahoma City. Now, last time I checked, we were still waiting for information as far as Nikola Vucevic and Zach LaVine, both listed as game time decisions. Let me just check to make sure I didn't miss any news. Mitchell Robinson ruled out. Holy shit, that just happened 3 minutes ago. Well, shit. No, still nothing on the Bulls. So you got to think with this line, right? It was sitting at 2 for most of the day, drops to 1.5. All the actions, well, most of the actions on Chicago. You got to think the books, like Oklahoma City, the books don't think Zach LaVine, Vucevic. Maybe they don't think either is going to play. But the truth is, all this action's coming in on Chicago, and they still... This echo in my ears fucking me up. All this action's coming in on Chicago, and they still drop the line to 1.5. I don't know how you explain that. So take the line movement. That makes me lean towards Oklahoma City. And then add on the fact that Chicago, especially with the injuries, really struggling to protect the basket. You know SGA is going to be coming. He's got a quick first step. I'm going to go sharp. I'm going to fade the public and the sharps. And I'm going Oklahoma City plus 1.5. Probably also bet the money line, maybe.
Josh Giddey.
I really like OKC here. What is it? Looking at this, Giddey and SGA, they're both top 5 amongst point guards and points in the paint percentage over the past 10 games, and that is where the Chicago defense struggles most. They're getting killed in the paint right now, allowing the 26th frequency and the 23rd accuracy to opposing point guards in the paint. I think the SGA and Giddey have a big game here. I like the Thunder. It's sharp.
Yeah.
Guess what? I got a sharp one for you. Check this. Jeremiah Robinson Earl over 1.5 assists. I promise you.
You promised. You making me a promise?
Promise.
Hold on. Let me go.
Hammerhead lock.
The Hammerhead Shark?
Hammerhead Shark.
Hold on. Let me find this.
It's the only play that was emailed to me by somebody I trust. Villanova kid.
Can you bet Villanova props?
No, he plays for the Thunder, dog. He starts for the Thunder.
Oh, then why were you saying... Yo, fucking me up.
Plus 140 is kind of nice, but you're a plus money addict. I don't know if this is judging your... I don't know if this is clouding your judgment.
It is.
I'm going with SGA over 24.5 points there. I mean, I think that they're just so weak at the rim. Tony Bradley obviously is an upgrade over Vucevic, but I don't know. He draws tons of fouls, SGA, so I like that a lot. I think it's going to be also more high scoring than people think.
In his last
you want me to repeat it?
10 games.
German?
Yo.
Go ahead, Sauce.
Robinson Earl in his last 10 games has hit 2 or more assists 5 times. Not too impressive. Oh, scratch that. 6 times.
Impressive.
I don't like it.
Are you going to fade the Hammerhead? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going under. I'm taking the under on that.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to bet that.
I don't know.
You guys got to learn how to have a little fun with it.
Someone asked who starts over Mitchell Robinson. It'll be Taj, unless Nerlens Noel was playing the other day. Nerlens Noel, game time decision. So it'll be Nerlens Noel or Taj Gibson. Unfortunately, may mean Julius Robinson has to run some minutes at the 5, or maybe we'll see that Texas kid, that second-round pick we got. It's not good stuff.
No.
Especially because we're playing against Jared Allen.
And Evan Mobley. It's really not good.
Somebody writes Texas Tech money line. Hey, man, I don't hate you for that. Listen, Texas Tech's already beat Kansas. We know that. And they didn't have McCullers or Shannon, which is arguably 2 of their best players. They're definitely starters. So now we're going back to Lawrence. The only thing is the Texas Tech history in Lawrence is just god awful. It's like 1-14 their last something. It's just god awful crazy. Maybe take the points. Some respectable people think it's a get right spot for Kansas. I definitely don't see that. I would take the points with Texas Tech, but I didn't bet it myself.
So are you condoning the Texas Tech money line?
I wouldn't do it personally, but I can understand how you can get there. I mean, yeah, I can get there.
Let's check out that game. 7.5. Holy shit. You know what, though? Action is leaning towards Texas Tech. So,
yeah, I mean,
it's a live dog.
I mean, they didn't have they've already beat them, and now they get two better players into that mix. So, I mean, it's all good signs for Texas Tech. Kansas is going to have to get right at some point. Like Remy Martin, is he going to play like this the whole season? Is he going to be able to get right? Those are all questions that we're probably going to learn a lot more tonight. So, for me, it's a watch and learn.
Okay. So, a pass. A puff
for me, yeah.
Pass.
And if you're looking to bet Texas Tech, remember this: they cannot shoot free throws.
Yeah, win all day. Knicks have been very good on back-to-backs. I don't know offhand. At one time, it was like 4-2 against the spread, but I didn't look it up. I don't know. Someone said up there, Pacers +4. So. This is the Pacers' 5th game of a 5-game road trip. They're missing Sabonis, Miles Turner, Brogdon. Karis LeVert, game time decision. Let's see if I missed anything. Karis LeVert. Control F on Twitter here. Anyone tweeting about Karis LeVert for me?
Okay, you need to let me know what that Control F thing is, too. I like.
Oh, it's the find function. I'll talk to you later. I'll tell you. All right, so nothing on Karis LeVert. So Karis LeVert's still a game time decision. This Pacers team is just a mess. Now, Pelicans playing really good basketball at home, 4-0 in their last 4 home games. Pacers 2-9 in their last 11 road games. Now, someone like AJ might tell you the Pelicans are 1-8 without Brandon Ingram in the lineup. AJ said that. But 7 of those losses, Ingram missed 7 games back in October, and they lost all 7. So 1-8 without Ingram, but in reality, in the last 2 months, they're 1-1 without Ingram. So take it with a grain of salt. You have to take AJ with a grain of salt.
Eat a bag of shit. What do you mean? I don't agree with that at all. Listen, I'm going with the Pelicans with you here on this one. I like the Pelicans. Jonas Valanciunas is about to have a feast in the paint because let's just take this in. Kevin Looney, the guy's a trash bag. He could barely walk on the court. He had 13 points and 15 rebounds against them. And then JaVale McGee in 18 minutes, 13 points, 12 rebounds. Biyombo, he comes in the game. 21 points, 13 rebounds. Centers are abusing Giga Batazde in the paint, and I think that Jonas Valanciunas is going to take over.
What do you think about an SGP? Pelicans to cover, Valanciunas over points, over rebounds.
I like it, honestly. I'm about to check what the odds are for it right now. I was going to do a Knicks SGP, but what is it? I don't trust it now.
Without Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean, Kemba Walker plus 188, 3 points made on FanDuel, I think is great value. He's hit that in 5 of his past 6 games against his Cleveland team, and he's also hit it in 6 of his past 9 games overall. So I think there's some great value there. Obviously, a concern is some minute restrictions, but he's off 3 days rest. When he's off 3 days rest, that's when he's at his best. So we'll see.
So let us know what the odds are. Toast, someone was asking, we already talked about USC. What about Towson?
Ooh, that's a good one. So they're playing Delaware. Delaware was picked to win the conference. Now here comes Towson. I don't know how many they won in a row. Well, check that. They lost their last game in overtime against Wilmington, I think. But they're coming back today. This is kind of a big game for them. I didn't bet it personally. I would look towards them. this is kind of like ride or die for Delaware today. I don't really have any stats in front of me on that, but like I said, I do know they were picked to win the conference, and this is a big game for them. So it's also a big game for Towson. So I'm taking the points with them. I think their offense prevails today.
Okay. AJ, you got those odds ready?
Yeah, plus 350 for Pelicans minus 3.5, Jonas Valanciunas over 20.5, and Jonas Valanciunas over 13.5 rebounds.
13.5 is a big number, AJ.
Dude, I know. I want to bump it down to 12.5. I'm going to see what that looks like.
Well, let me update it on the screen. Let me know the new odds.
That's more realistic.
Yeah, I'm messing around with my new live stream technology here. Look at this. Live odds on the screen. Who is this guy?
This is bad, man.
AJ, it doesn't take this long to update a same
Dude,
game.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. This DraftKings interface isn't doing the job for me right now. I'm trying
It's
to
a
find
shitty
rebounds.
interface.
Yeah,
I'm going to answer a question really quick while he's pulling that up, okay? Somebody asked about South Dakota, Western Illinois. The model's like Western Illinois, but one thing I can tell you is that South Dakota can shoot the 3-ball. Western Illinois cannot defend the 3-ball. If South Dakota can find the range, it's going to be a long night for Western Illinois. That's all I got to say about that game. I can't really pick a side. Both teams can shoot free throws. But if South Dakota gets it going and they find their range, it's going to be a long night for Western Illinois.
I've got updated odds, Chiefs. It's plus 300 for
Plus
13 rebounds, 20.5 points, Pelican spread. I like that, honestly.
How many rebounds?
13. He has to get 13.
So 13 rebounds, 20.5 points, and Pelicans to cover 3.5 or 4?
3.5.
I like it at plus 300. I'll play that. Did everyone hear that? We're playing it.
Squad.
I don't feel like typing the whole thing.
And just for the record, I do like hockey in the comments. I'm a Kraken fan.
A Kraken fan. I'm a fan of a team that didn't exist 15 minutes ago.
But now they got a nice, pretty arena. It's fun to go to.
Yo, we put up... Actually, the hockey picks I've been putting on the website have been hitting recently. And that last week, it was the only... Yeah, the stew.
Also, one good thing about being a Kraken fan is I can annoy the wife. I can say, we're going to the crack house. And she'll be like, shut up.
Is it really called the Crack House?
Yes.
How's that appropriate?
That's what goes on in Washington. Great to hear.
All right. Any game that I didn't... Yo, so is everyone else on Phoenix with me against the Jazz with all these question marks?
In their past 4 games, Rudy Gobert, they're 0-4 straight up, losing by an average margin of 14 points. Ooh. If Rudy Gobert doesn't play, I'm all over Phoenix.
He's not playing.
All right, well, then I'm all over Phoenix.
I don't think anybody's playing for Utah tonight.
As what I'm looking at, it looks like the only one who's definitely playing out of their normal role players is Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, Bogey's honestly probably not even playing tonight, too, because, what is it? It's a back-to-back, and they're probably just going to give him the rest.
Also, Ingles, Royce O'Neal, both game-time decisions. Not looking good. So, yeah, just lay him with Phoenix. Oh, the Knicks versus Cavs. Well, the thing is, this is the Juan Sandoval. All the research that went into the Knicks-Cavs game was assuming Mitchell Robinson and Jared Allen were both going to play. We found out 3 minutes before we went live that Mitchell Robinson is not going to play. And as far as I know, Jared Allen is. So that gives the edge under the basket definitively to Cleveland. This echo in my headphones, I got to fix this. I sound crazy.
You got voices in your head.
I really do, and it's me. Even worse. I think I went through all the NBA games. Toast, anything you want to give out? It's 6:23. We'll do like 2 more minutes.
Somebody asked about the Louisville game. I don't even know why you'd want to get involved with that, I guess, unless you're a fan of Louisville. It's a dumpster fire down there. They're also playing another dumpster fire team in Virginia. So I would never, not in this spot, lay points with Virginia, even at home. So it'd be dog or pass for me in a must-win situation for the Louisville Cardinals. But I don't really feel good about it. Won't lie to you.
Dog or pass in the Louisville game. What about AJ? Give us your favorite prop.
My favorite prop for the day is SGA over 24.5 points. I said it earlier in the broadcast. The Bulls are too weak under the rim. I like the over in this game. I think that even without Zach LaVine, that they're going to be able to score points in this game. Under the rim is going to be exposed big time in this defense. And while, yes, some teams are making three-point shots against the Bulls, that's their other weakness, the accuracy at which teams are getting them under the rim is obscene. It has to be in the game plan. And with the way SGA and Giddey play their game, I'm anticipating a Thunder win here at home. And I like SGA over 24.5 points.
All right, cool. I agree with that, especially because, like you said, they can't protect the basket, or they've been struggling to protect the basket. Another thing, we were talking about this right before we went live, that Knicks total all the way down at 203. What do you think?
I like it. I want to go with the over. Like, I know it sounds obscene when it's that low. They're literally begging you to take the under. But from what I was seeing earlier, yeah, they're begging you to take the over. But from what I was seeing earlier, actually, the money was on the under and the total was creeping up. So because of that reason and because of the fact that I like the Knicks shooting the three ball here, I think that it's going to go over.
Sorry, my cats just scurried across the floor there. So you like the over. All right. Here's my thoughts on that. So I want to take the over for the simple fact that both teams seem to excel at the other team's weakness on an offense versus defense basis. But these two teams are both in the bottom 6 in pace. These are two of the slower teams. There's not going to be many possessions in this game. And neither team turns the ball over much. Well, actually, they've both been struggling a little with the turnovers. They're like 18th and 22nd in January, but neither team forces a lot of turnovers. 26th and 28th. So if there's not a lot of turnovers and there's a lot of half-court basketball, there's not a lot of possessions. So I would love to jump on the over, but I think I'm probably on the under. I'm probably not going to bet it, to be honest, but if I had to pick.
Cavaliers are also 25th in offensive points per possession, and the Knicks are 7th defensively. Cavs are 10th defensively, so ugly.
All right, 6:26. Any final words before we sign off?
Somebody asked about Mississippi. Florida's a fraud. It's dog or pass again. But you did miss the boat. I wouldn't take it anything lower than 4. If you're getting 3.5, I'd just pass. At least get 4.5, because it was 6 or 7 last night.
Okay. So I had a couple games, college basketball. I just want to make sure we covered. Let me see. One sec. We did that one. Oh, St. John's at Seton Hall.
So this is a hard one. I know a lot of people taking the points with St. John's. They just played on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, it had to have been Saturday. They're not going to play back-to-back days. They just played Saturday. It was a close game, and then Seton Hall kind of went away. It's kind of hard not to like St. John's. This is kind of do or die, but it's kind of they've been so up and down. It's kind of hard to trust them. 7's really right on square on the number. I know it's kind of weird, but I think I kind of lean Seton Hall. Both teams shot pretty bad their last game, so you should have a little bit of positive regression coming for both sides. And if that's the case at home, I think Seton Hall gets the job done. But again, I didn't bet it personally.
Okay. And last one, I don't think you talked about this. Arizona State at USC, the late game.
Yeah, so Arizona State doesn't have their coach, Hurley. He got suspended. And then I think they're missing one other player as well. The name is escaping me at the top of my head.
Is it Stephen Headache Smith?
I wish.
I love Headache.
Was on there. If anybody doesn't know, Headache Smith was known to shave some points back in the day at Arizona State. But I would actually lay it with USC. I think it's a get-right spot for USC. But again, it's not a huge play for me.
All right. That was the end of my list. Any last questions? 10 seconds and I'm shutting it off.
Talked about most of them.
Yeah, I think we...
Everybody wants a parlay. Don't do
Well,
parlays.
those I put on the website. It'd get too
yeah.
confusing trying to throw them all out there.
Mm-hmm.
For Bulls, we went over it. We're all on OKC. Me and AJ both. OKC. Pelicans. We were on the Pelicans. Also, we gave out a same game parlay. Valanciunas points, rebounds, and the Pelicans to cover. All right, so let's close it up. Let me get my bets in. Let's have a lovely Monday night. We'll talk to you all on Twitter.
Have a good one, guys. Let's get some dubs, please.